John chapter 5 tells the story of Jesus traveling up to Jerusalem. And in a certain area called Bethsaida, there is a healing pool. The area was full of people who were ill and lame and crippled and blind. And there was a particular man who had been sick for 38 years. And Jesus saw him and knew that he had been ill for a really long time and said to him, "Do you want to be well?" And the man looked at him and said, "No one is taking me to the pool, and when I'm on my way myself, someone gets there before me." And Jesus looks at him and says, "Rise, take up your mat, and walk." Now this gospel story has a couple of points for us to consider that cause a lot of examination. The first is that pointed question from Jesus, do you want to be well? Because I think for a lot of us, if we look at ourselves with humility, we know that we're sick with sin. Some of us have been sick with particular sins for a very long time, to the point where it's almost become who we are, these habits or these addictions, these vices that we struggle to overcome or refuse. And I know when I've asked myself, do I really want to be healed of this particular sin? Maybe the answer is no. Maybe because we don't know who we would be if we didn't have this attachment, or we think living without it would just be too challenging or too hard. And in that instance, we would have to ask for the grace from Jesus. Give me the grace to want to be healed. Another point that we have to consider is that being healed is not a race. In the gospel, the man says that when he's on his way to the pool, that other people get there before him. Now, the Lord heals and he extends mercy to us, but he doesn't make us compete. He may ask us to wait, but when we look at the lives of other people who have physical or spiritual ailments, and if we see them being healed, we might desire that for ourselves. And we would certainly hope for healing, hope for mercy. But the Lord will not heal us all in the very same way. In time, the Lord will command healing in us as he did for the sick man. He will say to us, "Rise," so we can live fully and we can do and become exactly what he made us to be.